Eala reaches career best number 49 ahead of Kooyong Classic. Eala moves up world rankings in the lead-up to the year's first Grand Slam tournament. Eala has found no better way to start the year than by recording a career-high ranking in the WTA, rising 4 spots to number 49 in the latest update released Monday. The 20-year-old Filipina, previously ranked number 53, surpassed her personal best of number 50, which she set toward the end of 2025. The jump came after her semi-final exit at the ASB Classic in Auckland, New Zealand, her first tournament of the 2026 season. In the WTA 250 event, which served as her initial build-up for her Australian Open debut, Eala reached the semi-finals in both the singles and doubles competitions. Her semi-final tormentor, Sinew Wang, who won their near 3-hour thriller, also climbed the rankings, rising to number 43 from number 57 after reaching the final before eventually falling to Elina Svitolina. Next for Eala is the Kooyong Classic in Melbourne, an exhibition invite that will see her face number 70 Donna Vekic, whom she defeated in the first round in Auckland, along with number 121 Priscilla Hahn and Daniela Hantuchova. The non-ranking, singles-only tournament is scheduled to run from January 13th to 15th, ahead of the Australian Open, which begins on January 18th. Notice on unauthorized and unlawful use, publication, and/or dissemination of spin.ph content. Please be notified that any unauthorized and unlawful use, publication, and/or dissemination of spin.ph's content and/or materials is a direct violation of its legal and exclusive rights to the same, and shall be subject to appropriate legal action/s. Breaking the ceiling. Eala and the meaning of number 49. The number arrived quietly, the way most life-changing moments do. No drumroll, no fireworks, just a line on a ranking list that read 49. But for Eala, that number carried the weight of oceans crossed, dawns trained through, and expectations learned to be worn lightly. Career best world number 49. On the eve of the Kooyong Classic, it felt less like a destination and more like a door opening. Rankings are strange things in tennis. They are brutally precise and yet hopelessly incomplete. They cannot measure the courage it takes to leave home as a teenager, or the patience required to lose before learning how to win. They don't show the invisible victories, the tighter footwork, the braver second serve, the calm that replaces panic at 4-4 in a deciding set. Still, rankings matter. They tell the sport, and the player herself, that progress is real. For Eala, number 49 is a statement written in quiet ink. She has never been the loudest presence on court. Her game speaks instead: early ball striking, clean timing, a left-handed elegance that opens angles others don't see until it's too late. There is a sense, watching her, that she plays a beat ahead of the rally, as if she's already turned the page while her opponent is still reading the sentence. That anticipation didn't come overnight. It was built in academy courts, in junior finals, in losses that hurt just enough to teach. Ahead of the Kooyong Classic, a tournament known as much for its tradition as its intimacy, Eala's new ranking feels symbolic. Kooyong is not about ranking points or trophies that define a season. It's about readiness. It's a proving ground before the Australian summer truly begins, where form is tested, confidence sharpened, and intentions revealed. To arrive there as the world number 49 is to arrive with legitimacy. But legitimacy, for Eala, has never been the goal. Growth has. There was a time when her name came with a qualifier: promising. Promising junior. Promising talent. Promising future. That word can be both a gift and a cage. It lifts you up, then waits impatiently for you to become what it predicts. What's different now is that the promise has begun to cash in. Not all at once, not explosively, but steadily, honestly. Breaking into the top 50 is one of tennis's great thresholds. It changes the texture of a career. Draws look different. Opponents prepare differently. There is less surprise, more respect, and with it, more pressure. Yet Eala seems particularly suited to this stage, not because she's immune to pressure, but because she has learned how to share space with it. Watch her between points. The rituals are small: a breath, a glance at the strings, a reset of posture. These are not habits of superstition, but of intention. She understands that tennis is not about erasing nerves, it's about playing well alongside them. That maturity, rare at any age, is perhaps the most compelling sign that number 49 is not a peak, but a platform. The Kooyong Classic will offer its own narratives. Exhibition matches can be deceptive, form without consequence, intensity without risk, but players know better. They know that every ball struck is a message to the body. This is how we compete now. For Eala, Kooyong is a chance to let her tennis breathe, to test patterns, to feel the speed of the court, to carry the quiet confidence of her ranking into her swing. There is also something larger at play. Eala's rise continues to matter beyond scorelines. Representation in sport is never just symbolic, it's practical. It widens the imagination of what is possible. Each ranking milestone redraws the map for those watching from afar, dreaming with a racket in hand and a court in mind. Yet Eala carries this significance without spectacle. She lets the tennis do the talking. Number 49 does not mean she has arrived. It means she has learned how to travel well. There will be weeks when the ranking slips, matches where timing deserts her, moments when the climb feels steeper than before. That is the reality of the professional tour. But what cannot be taken away is the knowledge now etched into her career. She belongs here. Among the top 50. Among the players who shape draws rather than simply enter them. As the Kooyong Classic approaches, the story is not about defending a number or chasing the next one. It's about continuity, about showing up with the same curiosity, the same discipline, the same hunger that carried her this far. Rankings may fluctuate, but identity endures. Alex Eala at number 49 is not a headline about arrival. It is a sentence mid-paragraph, a chapter turning smoothly, confidently, toward what comes next. And if the calm determination in her game is any indication, the best lines of the story are still being written.